really quick story about Bolivia that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Bolivia experienced another coup last week, but only kind of. On June 26th, the general commander of the Bolivian army, Juan Jose Zuniga, stormed the seat of the government in the capital city of La Paz with hundreds of military personnel, tanks, etc. And if you know anything about the bloody history of the country, including its most recent coup in 2019, this was obviously a very scary sight, particularly when video and pictures began circulating of the Bolivian president Luis Arce confronting Zuniga face to face, as Zuniga has an army behind him. As this was all going on and everything was happening very fast, power brokers across the Bolivian political spectrum condemned the anti-government mobilization of the military. This including, interestingly, the leader of the 2019 coup, Janine Áñez. It obviously included leaders of the ruling political party in Bolivia, the Movement Towards Socialism, or the MAS, the former president Evo Morales, and the Bolivian Trade Union Federation, which called for mass civic demonstrations blocking the streets and a general strike to stop the coup. The calls from the political and trade union leaders were heated. Thousands of Bolivian peasants and working people rose up, and you can see pictures and videos of huge numbers of people in the streets protesting the coup. And no sooner were those scenes circulating online than we saw news that the military had dispersed, and within 3 hours it appeared that the threat of a military coup had abated. Zuniga went into hiding, though he was quickly found and arrested within the next 24 hours. As he was arrested, and this is where things get a little strange, he made the claim that this whole event was planned and orchestrated with the support and cooperation of the current government and President Luis Arce in an attempt to bolster his support and popularity amid a faltering economy. The day after that, on June 28th, the leaders of the MAS echoed those claims, illustrating the depth of the split occurring on the Bolivian left and within the MAS right now between the factions supporting current President Arce and former President Evo Morales, as both are vying to be the presidential candidate for the MAS in next year's elections. One of the reasons that the Morales-supporting leaders of the MAS believe Zuniga's claim to be true is what they see as the lax treatment and lack of discipline of Zuniga by the Arce administration when Zuniga, as the general commander of the Bolivian army, threatened to arrest Evo Morales on June 24th. In addition to that, the MAS and Evo Morales supporters say that the scenes between Arce and Zuniga, with them standing face to face with Zuniga's army behind him as Arce verbally beats down the coup, basically, looked staged and fake, and so the allegation is that this was all to try to build support for the Arce administration ahead of the upcoming election in 2025. Meanwhile, for their part, President Arce's supporters say that this was all cooked up by Morales supporters, so that the Morales supporters could say that the Arce supporters are cooking all of this up. So this is all very, very concerning developments in a country with a rich history of labor and social movement cooperation and leadership of the government. We're going to continue to keep an eye on these developments, as I have something of a soft spot in my heart for the Bolivian people. We had the leader of one of the largest cities trade union federation on the program back a few years ago, talking about their resistance to the 2019 coup, and so as well as talking to some peasant coca growers. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on these developments and let you know as anything important unfolds, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye on the race to be the MAS's candidate for the 2025 presidential elections in Bolivia. You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.